turn my... There we go. Okay, welcome everyone, and thank you for being here with us today. I would like to acknowledge that we are within the territory of the Sechelt First Nation, and I will call us to order. I have 2:33 on my device, so we'll call that the official time. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda, please? Director Beamish, seconded Director McMahon. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda as presented? Seeing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor? Motion carries. Next on our agenda, we have the minutes of the regular board meeting of October 25th, 2018. And so I'll do each one separately while I'm trying to get into a rhythm here. So we're going to start off with the regular board meeting minutes of October 25th, 2018. May I have a motion to receive, please? So moved, Director McMahon, seconded Director Ties. Any changes, errors, omissions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion carries. The minutes of the inaugural board meeting of November 8th, 2018. A motion to receive. Director Seegers, seconded Director Beamish. Any changes, errors, or omissions? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion carries. Business arising from minutes and unfinished business. I don't see anybody with a burning issue, so and we have no presentations or delegations today. So we will move on to a report. May I have a motion to receive the reports, please? So moved, Director McMahon, seconded Director Seegers. All those in favor? Motion carries. And then to the report, the Senior Manager, Admin and Legislative Service. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair Pratt. So this is really a formality, as the appointment of the chairs of the standing committees are at the discretion of the board chair, but for transparency and for awareness, we bring this forward for affirmation by the board.
Thank you. Are there any questions of the report as presented? Okay, seeing none. Motion to affirm, please. So moved, Director McMahon, seconded Director Ties. All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you. We have no communications on our list today and no motions, but we do have a bylaw coming forward. Sunshine Coast Regional District Zoning Amendment Bylaw number 310.177 for adoption. Each electoral area director will be getting one vote each, and that is located on Annex C, or pages 10 to 11 of our package. One moment, please. Okay. So the bylaw has already gone through first, second reading, and third reading. It's had the public hearing between the second and the third reading, and so for today we are going to be adopting And so the motion reads that the Board of Directors of the Sunshine Coast Regional District in open meeting assembled enacts as follow. Part A, the citation, this bylaw may be cited as Sunshine Coast Regional District Zoning Amendment Bylaw number 310.177, 2018. Part B amendment, Sunshine Coast Regional District Zoning Bylaw 310, 1987 is hereby amended as follows. Schedule B of zoning bylaw number 310, 1987 is amended by rezoning subdivision District 1 to subdivision District G for the west portion of District Lot 1354, Group 1, New Westminster District, except firstly, part in Highway Plan 14999. Secondly, part subdivided by Plan BCP 40761 as depicted in Appendix A, attached to and forming part of this bylaw. And so may I have a motion for the adoption? Director Beamish, seconded by Director Hiltz. Oh, you're not in the function?
No, I can't second.
Can't second, sorry. Okay, I can't motion, can't move. So, okay, moved by Director Hiltz and seconded Director McMahon. Yes, that's right. Thank you. There's little nuances here that I'm still working out. And so voting as electoral area directors, 1 vote each. I'll call the question. All those in favor? Motion, all those opposed? Seeing none, motion carries. Okay, moving along. We are going to go on to our directors' reports, and I'm going to start over on my far left with Director Hiltz from Area F. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. It has been an exciting first week. Thank you very much for staff for all the work that you've done bringing us on board. It's been an adventure, and it will continue. Activities, Remembrance Day on November 11th, I visited the Anna Vetz Memorial, which is on Gambier Island. It's a very interesting ceremony there, very neighborhood orientated with a procession, and it's actually a regional district park called Anna Vetz Park on Gambier Island, which a little bit of history is that the Anna Vetz is the Army, Navy, and Air Force Veterans of Canada Hall, which was built in 1943. It burnt down in 1987, and the insurance money was used to build the Gambier Island Community Hall. And after the ceremony, there was a luncheon, and I was able to tour the vast road network of Gambier Island and seeing the various docks, and it was very enjoyable. So thank you very much. That's my report.
Thank you, Director Hiltz. Director Beamish, please.
Yes, thank you. I'd also like to thank staff and SCRD for their support in this transition period, and it's been excellent, and I look forward to continuing the discussions. As for activities, in terms of distinguishing between what I'm doing in Gibsons and here, I'm busy. That being said, I also attended the Remembrance Day ceremony, this one at the Gibsons Legion, where I placed a wreath for the town of Gibsons, and David Kroll, my alternate, placed a wreath for the SCRD. And it was a very well-attended ceremony and very much appreciated. So thank you again, staff, and at this time, that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Beamish. Director Lamb, please.
I don't know. I guess I'm just absolutely in the learning phase and trying to figure out my computer. I got 2 new computers, and I'm struggling with both of them. So, but thank you, staff, for supporting us and supporting me, especially. That's my thing for today.
Thank you, Director Lamb. Director Seegers.
Thank you. I can relate to Director Beamish. It's been quite interesting doing 2 roles and doing orientations and sessions at each. My calendar's pretty full. We are doing a session Tuesday and Wednesday next week in the District of Sechelt. We'll be doing some orientations and then also going into some initial strategic planning. So we'll be putting plans forward there. What else? Next Friday, we're going to be raising the flag for Louis Riel Day. And I think that's about it. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Director Seegers. Director Ties.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to say thank you to former Director Mark LaBelle for stepping in and covering me on the laying of the wreath at the Roberts Creek Hall on this past Remembrance Day. I had other engagements, and I also want to thank him for continuing to support me in the transition process. He's been great. So as to other things, the OCP committee elections are coming up November 28th in Roberts Creek, and I'm looking forward to seeing who will support me in that capacity, and I'm really grateful that we have the OCP committee here in Roberts Creek. And I was at this. I'm sorry, I thought I turned that to silent. I was able to attend the Suncoaster Open House yesterday, and that looks like a very great initiative, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that all shapes up. And last but not least, thank you to staff. Thank you to Christina Benty for the great session that we had last week. And then also thanks to all the fellow directors for their warm and supportive welcome to everyone. So I will move on with that. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Tighes. Director McMahon, please.
Thank you. Well, I also attended the Suncoaster Open House. I think many of us were hoping that somehow there would be a magic wand that would create this perfect route on the South Coast, but we can't create the perfect route by magic. Darn it. I look forward to discussing the off-highway routes more, because the Transportation Choices AGM is coming up, and so is the AGM for the Sunshine Coast Trail Society, and I'll be attending both of those. Last night was my first Elphinstone Community Association meeting, so I delivered my first director's report there. It was a very good turnout. There were about 35 people there, which I'm told is 6 or 7 times the average. The issues are, as I already knew going door to door, the big issues are Block 1313 and the Pratt Road Gospel Rock traffic situation, which we are working on. And I also alerted them about the exciting news in the world of sewage. The Community Association is having a neighborhood party, which I think is a great idea. I'm always in favor of parties. It will be not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, which I believe is the 24th. So I'd like to cordially invite my neighboring directors to come by Chester House from 5 to 10 p.m. It's a potluck where you bring your own dishes and plates and take them away with you, which I think is a great idea. And I think that's it for my report from my area. Thank you.
Thank you, Director McMahon. Director Julius, please.
Thank you. I guess I myself as well attended the Remembrance Day gatherings, that one that was down at the district of Sea Shelton, and as well in my community. I really enjoyed all the voting that was taking place, for the area directors, for the mayors, for the councillors. It was very interesting. The Sea Shelton, you guys got a judge. We didn't get a judge. But anyways, that was I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. It was very interesting. When it came to the mayor's position, I was actually directed by my team to attend your gathering up at the golf course, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you for the invitation. When it comes to the staff of the Sunshine Coast Regional District, if you guys are all seeing and learning that they're a great, very intelligent bunch, and our one and only staff member, Mrs. Lovey, does a great job at looking after, at least the previous board did a great job at looking after us all. Her staff, do a priceless job, and are always on top of, everything. I always remember the first day I came here and not expecting it, but I had a cup of coffee brought to me. And I was just like, whoa, like what government does those kinds of things? Like not my government, but anyways, I really enjoyed it myself, and I'm glad I'm part of your guys' team, and I look forward to the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Julius. Director Lee, please.
I got to try my little microphone out here. I'd like to thank the staff for all the help they've been, even though I don't know what I'm going to do with 2 phones and 2 computers. But anyways, they're all working, so that's really good news. I'll figure that out. I attended a Remembrance Day ceremony at the Legion in Madeira, laid a wreath for us. It actually was quite a touching ceremony, and it was amazing how many young people were there. I didn't know we had that many young people in Pender Harbour. That was really good to see. Laurie's daughter read a poem for us, which was very nice. Thank you, Laurie. You're bringing your kids up well. And I really appreciate getting to know my fellow directors. It's actually been very enjoyable getting to know everybody. I think we're going to have a great time here. So that's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Lee. In Area B, on behalf of the board, I laid a wreath in Sechelt, so I'm glad I raised my daughter well, so because I missed it. So thank you. So on behalf of the regional district, I laid a wreath in the district of Sechelt, and it was the first time I actually had a chance to attend Remembrance Day services in Sechelt, because I typically have gone up in Pender Harbour, and it was a very moving event, and quite enjoyed that. And I'd like to attended last night the open house at Elphinstone Secondary regarding the Suncoaster Trail. So happy that we have a joint use agreement so that we can use the school district facilities and for minimal or no cost, which is fantastic. It was a great facility to have that. And thank you all to the staff that came out in the evening. It was really great to see a good turnout, and which was interesting because I missed a couple of my other directors there. I ran into Director Hiltz and former Director LaBelle from Roberts Creek, but I completely missed Directors McMahon and Ties there. So that's good. It was a really good turnout while I was there, so that's good to hear. Been meeting with constituents and planning more meetings with constituents to hear about everything that's going on. And to my fellow directors, I'm just so happy to be part of this board. And the one thing I'll say is we're all seem very hungry to learn about our roles, and very excited. And thank you so much to staff for supporting us in that, and bringing us more to learn as we ask for it. So we had a terrific lunch and learn session just about learning on our devices today, which was great. And it's thank you to the staff for being so responsive on that. We've really appreciated that. Other than that, that's what I have for today, and we will move on. Well, really, we have no new business. We have no in-camera. So the next thing we have is adjournment, and then we'll ask for questions from the public. So Director Seegers, and seconded by Director McMahon. All those in favor? Thank you. Motion carries. And